What's going on, everybody? You're watching thisvthattv, and I'm coming to you guys with a review of Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion. This is a review of Season 1 and Season 2 of Code Geass. But let's get right into the review. I'd like to start off this review by saying that Code Geass is one of, if not my favorite anime of all time. And this made me extremely hesitant when I decided to rewatch this series. Partly because I was afraid that because I'd already seen the story that it wouldn't be as good to me or entertaining to me because I'd already seen all of the plot's twists and turns. And also in part because I've always held the series in high regard, and I didn't want my rewatching of the series to reveal huge flaws or problems that I didn't see the first time around. And I am proud to say that none of my fears were realized, and I enjoyed Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion almost as much as I did the first time around. Code Geass revolves around Lelouch, a crown prince of the Holy Britannian Empire which controls 1/3 of the world. Now, after the death of his mother, he is sent to Area 11, formerly known as the Island of Japan. Now, the actions of his father as well as the mystery surrounding his mother's death leave Lelouch with a deep hatred for the country of Britannia. After a terrorist plot gone wrong, he is blessed with the power of kings, known as Geass. Using this ability, his genius intellect, and the followers he collects along the way, he starts a rebellion on the island of Area 11. The story is thrilling and entertaining throughout, and everything is being explained as the story progresses and lead to my favorite anime ending of all time. Code Geass has an uncommon animation style, and I think that it works perfectly for the show. My only problem is that there are times when I noticed that some of the characters looked kind of awkward, especially true with some of the girls in the series, especially the ones at Ashford Academy. While it works really well most of the time, there are some times where the characters look kind of strange. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. But where it really shines is in the action scenes. It really shines there. The fight scenes between the Nightmares, which are the mechs in this series, they all look absolutely fantastic. The sound might be the weakest point of the series, which is a difficult thing for me to say considering that the first opening is one of my personal favorites. I don't think any of the openings or endings are bad. Actually, I actually think they're pretty good. It's just the issue is that for me is that there's just way too many openings and endings. There are 5 openings and 6 endings between the 2 seasons. Now that would have been fine if all of the openings and endings were really good. It's that some of the openings or endings, namely the first opening and I think maybe like the first 2 endings, are so much better than the rest of them that I just wanted more of those endings. Like they should have just, in my opinion, especially for the first season, they should have just stuck with the first opening the entire way through. But I mean, my thing is I just loved it so much I wanted more of that opening. But that aside, the background music used in the episodes was great. The music fit the scenes perfectly. It was epic when it needed to be, and it also knows when to slow it down during the emotional moments. The main characters in this series are buried in deep. They all have unique ideals and motives which cause conflict between them throughout the entire series. Now, it's difficult to determine exactly who is in the right when you're watching this show. Like, even if your ideals are just, do the ends justify the means? Can you truly change anything without taking huge and sometimes costly risk? These are some of the questions that the characters are constantly faced with in this series. Code Geass also does a great job of showing the humanity of the characters. There is genuine joy and happiness, and there are also moments of intense rage and bitter sadness. The main characters in the series are well-rounded and developed, and even though we don't get as much information on the supporting characters, they all play their parts well. They are unique, and they all add something different to the overall story. Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion was thrilling from beginning to end. The battles were an amazing mixture of action, strategy, and tactics. The characters are varied and interesting, plus the animation and the sound is solid. So here's the breakdown out of 5. Story 5, animation 4, sound 4, characters 5, final verdict 5. Code Geass is a gripping masterpiece that will have you constantly clinging to the edge of your seat. I would like to thank everybody for watching this video, and please like and comment and subscribe if you have not already. You can click the annotation on the screen and go to my previous video, or you can click the list of playlists on the side, which will take you to my channel and also give you some information on what other things that I do. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.